Yes, I am naked again, and welcome back to another episode of the Fitness Butler in the Buff. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you my recipe for my 7-ingredient Snickers bar, which is perfect if you're trying to avoid the ultra-processed foods and looking for a whole foods alternative. I'll be tracking all the macros, micros, and calories on micrograms, so stick around to see that at the end. First things first, we need to make the base. So add around 140 grams of cashew nuts, to around 60 grams of maple syrup, to around 160 grams of coconut cream, and then just a pinch of sea salt. Then I want you to take the ingredients, whack it onto your blender for around 30 to 45 seconds so it's nice and thick and creamy, and then it's time to add it to a baking dish. And don't forget to lick to taste. Yeah, I just can't help myself eating all the bloody ingredients. Pop the base in the freezer for around 1 to 2 hours, and then it's time to make the caramel. So you need around 250 grams of runny peanut butter? Smooth peanut butter, followed by 60 grams of maple syrup, followed by a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and give it all a thorough mix to make sure it's well combined. Now, another reason I use the microgram app is because it's fantastic for lazy people like me. Rather than manually inputting all the individual ingredients, just simply take a screenshot or copy and paste the written recipe off your phone, simply input the number of servings, and in a matter of seconds, it's done. Simple as that. So easy to use. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Just got a little cheeky butt wiggling. If you want to check out the microgram app, the link will be in my bio, and be sure to use the referral code Jack. Now for the finishing touches, layer the peanutty caramel over the top of the base, melt around 2 large bars of dark chocolate. In the microwave, I was using 60% dark chocolate, and then once it's melted, I want you to pour it all over the top. It's really important that you make sure it's well covered and coated all over. You want to make sure that there's an even spread of chocolate on all of the little Snickers bars that we're going to make. Now last but not least, I want you to sprinkle a handful of unsalted peanuts, followed by a sprinkle of sea salt over the top. Pop it in the freezer for a couple of hours just to harden up a little, and then it's time to take it out and enjoy. These bars are fudgy and creamy, they're salty yet sweet, they're absolutely delicious, and they're only around 210 calories per bar. That's if you cut them into 20 servings. So the microgram app showed me for the entire slab of the Snickers bar, you're looking at 4,200 odd calories, which is crazy, but obviously dividing that by 20, you're only looking at about 210 per bar. And as you can see, here's a detailed breakdown of all the key vitamins and minerals that you can source from the whole food ingredients in this recipe. Now something like this is just so important to me to just make sure I'm staying on track with my nutrition and my performance. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.